last thing we'll do real quick is we did the Premier League best 11. So I think now we're kind of doing like our kind of like what would our World 11 be? And for me, I think we both agree on this. There's 6 players who their spots are solidified. Yeah. Even though some of them are up for debate, I think the center back is the one that's up for debate the most.
Oh, center back. I mean, let's start with the ones that are common knowledge. So
okay, Marcelo and Dani Alves.
Agreed. Also, Messi, Ronaldo.
Oh, actually,
you want to start from the back and come up?
Well, center back is kind of debatable. Right. So, which is those 4? They're not moving.
All right. Okay. Sure. So let me start with my goalkeeper, and I'll tell you why.
Okay. Actually, let's do center back because one of them is guaranteed.
All right. So
Sergio
Ramos. Right. 100%.
Okay. The issue is Piqué or Boateng.
Was it Germany that won the World Cup in 2014? Was it them?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to say Piqué, and this is the reason why. Piqué.
Spain won 2010 though.
Spain won 2010.
But that was Puyol and who else?
It was. I'm pretty sure it was Piqué. You know.
Really, 8 years ago? It probably was because he was still a big deal back in those days.
Piqué has always been. The thing about Piqué is like he's one of those players that are good, but then people only hear about them when they do a big mess up. Mm-hmm. So they never watch their games. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the level Van Dijk is going to. They never watch their game, but when they hear that something really bad has happened to
now, they want to use that against them.
Oh yeah, look. So Piqué has always been good, man. Piqué is a good ball player. He's all that. Mm-hmm. So I'll honestly say,
look that up if he was like starting. I don't know if he was starting back then.
That doesn't work in this town, bro. That is
actually. Let me see.
But yeah, so like Piqué is. I'll say Piqué, man, because he's been the guy for a while. And when was the last Euros? Was it 2012?
So the next was 2020, so 2016.
2016, and then before that was 2012. Mm-hmm. Wasn't it Spain that won?
Spain won World Cup and then Euros back to back.
That's another reason why I'll say Piqué over Boateng. If he was the one in
2016 was Ronaldo.
It was Portugal.
Yeah, I didn't say Portugal. I said Ronaldo.
We scratched that one out, man. That one don't count. But yeah, so if Piqué was the one that in 2010, 2012, and then with Barcelona when they had their whole treble.
I know, that was
actually is a strong contender for the center back for me. I mean, Boateng has just. I feel like Boateng wasn't. How do I put it? He's great. But the fall off has been way too fast.
Yeah, the fall off has
been way too fast because Piqué is still there in the team. Piqué was still starting as of last year. Piqué was he just literally and also this guy is still in Bayern for some reason. But he's too comfortable there. That's the thing. It's Bayern, man. So
it must be a Germany.
So Boateng should probably be on the bench. That's what I'll say. But Piqué has to be that.
So Boateng is for sure on the bench.
Yeah, Boateng on the bench for sure. Okay. There have not been a lot of good centre backs this year, so like either
and Van Dijk is I think 2 years too late.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I mean not really, but
yeah, he's a lot of years more late. Really. Champions League is literally all we can say.
Disagree, but yeah,
Champions League is the only thing that because you even brought up a whole World Cup.
Yeah, so that's the thing. He's just like bad timing, honestly, because they were not in the World Cup last year. If they were, I feel like he would have had that's where he would have started his whole career, but he only started like in the last season of Southampton. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I mean, now that we've agreed on the back line, I'll say another person that'll be on the bench is
let's do this.
No, for the right back.
Oh, right back.
Carvajal. How do you Carvajal? Sorry, there we go. That's
over.
No, he's on the bench. Like he's not going.
Well, I'm saying even other people like. Who am I missing?
Was Lam a right back? I'm not even sure.
Lam was a right back.
Lam also going there
but Lam was Lam
go on the bench. So over him, I guess. Yeah, I mean, Carvajal one of those people that was right back is a position where you
put Carvajal over
Lam over Carvajal. Then I forgot about him, but yeah, so like it's right back is a position that has been ignored for years, so it's Trent that is bringing it back now. So credit to Trent. But yeah, so it doesn't really matter, man. I'll take Dani Alves just because I know what he's been doing for years, man. So I think that's pretty much settled, right? The back line. Mm-hmm. Okay. You want to go goalkeeper next?
Yeah, let's go goalkeeper because I don't know which one you want.
All right, so Casillas in 20.
Oh, Casillas, you.
No, I want to say this. Was he the goalie then for the 2010?
Yeah, he was.
So I was gonna use that for De Gea, but if he wasn't the one, he hasn't won. He had the World Cup medal, but he wasn't the one playing.
Technically, yeah.
Right. 2012, it was also Casillas.
Was it?
honestly think so. I'm not even sure. I just know that De Villa was on a madness that year. That's all I can remember from that thing because I was super young then. But honestly, I believe that from United 2012 to 2017, that De Gea has been on such a level where he has to, I mean, it's either him or Neuer.
Yeah, so I think that's where the convo comes. Yeah, but Neuer won the Champions League, won a World Cup, has won every Bundesliga except one this decade.
And you could also say that he was the one that brought this new sweeper keeper role back, where you have to be good on the ball. So that's actually so only reason I say De Gea was the best shot stopper for the decade. But when you're talking about overall changing the role of the goalkeeper and also being good. Yeah, and
accomplishments also.
Accomplishments. So
they has no Champions League this decade.
Edge is over. Yeah, and that's the thing. He's just been in the worst team possible. That's the thing on
pretty much.
So he's a good shot stopper for the decade, but he'll be on the bench over Neuer.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. That's fair to say. All right. So we agree Neuer.
Yeah. So
we have our backline of Marcelo. Backline of Marcelo, Piqué, Ramos, and then Dani Alves.
Right. Let's skip over the midfield and go to attack because midfield is going
to. I think we should do 4-3-3. That's like the So the last one
for the attack because it's Messi, Ronaldo, Messi, and then
Messi, Ronaldo. Really.
Yeah, so it's
you have to say the better player.
The number 9. And no one really knows.
I don't. Number 9 because Ronaldo can play number.
No, I'm saying like the striker. So
Ronaldo can play striker.
No, for the striker was only said anything. That's when he said anything that Ronaldo is no longer he's no longer a winger, man. He actually is just a poacher. But yeah, so the Ronaldo that we all know and love was a left winger. So let him stay there. So the person that should play that 9 for me, and should be no argument, is Suarez.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
I believe that this guy doesn't have a good PR team because if you look at
the PR team,
if you look at the goals,
he's had one of the most. You should have been gone, but you're still here.
He has scored like
careers.
He's top 3 in. I think he has 101 goals this decade, and he's like third to like what's his name, Lewandowski, and Messi, I think, and Ronaldo, and he's like no one knows this. But this guy has been scoring goals and assists as well. He's also top 5 this decade. And it's something where you see this guy, and this guy has been an unstoppable force for years. And now he has the pot belly. I don't know, but he looks like he has a pot belly. But he still does the amazing thing from time to time. So it has to be
back from the Liverpool days and the what he's done for Uruguay.
It has to be,
and then even the Barcelona, which kind of caps it all off.
I guess that's agreed on. And then for the bench, it'll be Ibrahimovic.
Because we already have
the 3.
We have 3 people on the bench already. So I think.
You want to do it?
7. There has to be 7.
Take off what's his name then? You want to do like
take off Lam?
No, not Lam. Dani Carvajal. Take him off then.
I already took him off.
Yeah. So who's on the bench?
So we have Lam, Boateng, and De Gea.
Alright. So that's 1 for each position.
So now we still need 4 more.
4 more. Yeah. I mean, the only one I was gonna just say that these 2 guys have to be there. Like they cannot be ignored this year. So it's Lewandowski
or Aguero. I
was gonna say Ibra first.
Not Ibra.
You don't think so?
Not Ibra as much.
Think about it. 2010 he was in PS. Like we're talking about decade's 2011. Sorry. So
decade's 2010.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 2010. Sorry. So basically, I think he was at PSG from 2012. I'm not sure if he was at Barca before that, and Barca won the thing then. The only thing you could say, Aguero's not won the Champions League either. So what?
True. I guess
he trumping?
But Aguero's just been a dominant striker.
Yeah, and he brought one of the best moments in the world. But
so
there's that, but you can also say that Ibrahimovic has also done it at 3 clubs, except United, where he was.
Well, then again, he went to 3 of the biggest clubs.
But still, to do it at a consistent level, because Aguero has been somewhere that he has. Aguero's never won a Golden Boot before. Do you know that? He's never won a Golden Boot in the Prem before.
I mean, Golden Boot is cool and all, but there's also people who have only been good for 1 season.
No, it's just like the fact where he's always been around there, but he's never had the best.
But at least he's always around it.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I'll say,
I would say Lewandowski is the one that if I'm gonna add one, it's Lewandowski.
Then either Ibra or Aguero, one of them. I don't really care.
I mean, I would say
I'll just say Ibra because Ibra was doing a war tour this day.
I would put
everyone. if you're talking
Hazard, if we're talking about attackers over them.
Whoa.
If we're playing attackers.
1 second. Whoa.
If we're playing attackers.
You know what's funny? Only time Hazard ever gets into like this kind of teams is when they put him as an attacking mid. Dead. But this guy is most times like a winger, fam.
I mean, in Premier League, he was the best winger of this decade.
Yeah, so that's the thing though. He's a winger, but only time he gets into this kind of conversations is when he's put into attacking mid.
Which I think is his best position.
Right, but
when he's played number 10, it's not been fair.
But then you have to also realize that he only really started in, what was it? When 2015. So there's that. And also, someone that should make it but hasn't really made. Okay, so we're done with the attackers now, right? We want to do midfield? Or
let's do midfield. So we have 4 people on the bench.
I was just going to say, like, the reason why Neymar's not in this is because he was in Brazil for the first 2 years of the decade. He came
actually 4.
First 4.
He didn't come until after the World Cup.
That's crazy.
So remember, because his whole thing was like, now you're going to Barcelona.
So he was in Brazil then he came. I mean, MSN was there for 3 years. They were crazy. And then he went to PSG, got injured. So it's something where he has just not been there enough.
Yeah.
So he won't make it because of that.
I think him and Hazard are the same in my respects. It's not having enough years of that excellence.
There, right? Because either they were injured or they were at the worst possible club, and they were at the worst possible doing that. They were just under terrible management. So that's why they slightly won't make it. But now midfielders, the people that have to be in there for me, 100%, Toni Kroos.
I thought you were gonna say Modric first.
Toni Kroos, because he was at Bayern first. He won the World Cup. He came to Real Madrid. Done 3 in a row. That is unimpressive. That's very, very impressive.
Bayern is just a gimme.
No. Like he wasn't bad though, because he was actually in the Champions League or the World Cup winning team, and he also did win a Champions League with Bayern. So
Bayern's still a gimme though. But yes,
the Champions League is the thing, because if you win the Champions League that's the thing they're struggling with. They're always winning that's the last time they won the thing as well. So if you could do that at Bayern, that means you're not just the local champion, you're a European champion. So that's why I'll give it to Toni Kroos to hold that one spot, and then the next one could go to Modric. Do you have someone else instead of Toni Kroos that you wanted to put?
No, I think that's a good point.
Yeah,
Modric, and it's just like the whole decade. It's not people who had like obviously like the biggest, the best peak, and all that. It's
been there for the longest, and so it's really hard because
it feels up to me, and I got my boy Schweinsteiger in there, but
that's
because his peak. Oh my days! When we talk about an engine. When we talk about the machine, it was Schweinsteiger.
I have to go on the bench for him. Yeah, and then there's also like the midfielders, like the Spanish midfielders. And the thing is that there's not enough.
But they just suffer because they were last decade to this decade.
2014 was like their last good year and stuff. So it's something where
they also won the World Cup.
Poor timing, right?
They also won the World Cup.
And you know why this decade is amazing? Because there were 3 different World Cups in this decade. I don't think it's gonna happen next one.
Because we're gonna have 22, 26, and then 2030. So
so it's perfect. Like it's good, and also we can add the guys from France because it's big for them.
So because Conte would be since 2015.
Yeah, Conte was 2015, and then Pogba is, I don't know, man.
So don't even bother.
Pogba is too.
Don't even bother.
Man. He has the talent, but he still has enough time. That's the funny thing. Like if he could start from next year, then sure.
Do you not rate Busquets?
He was my last person actually. That's what I was gonna put for my DM, because he's the only one that I could think of that has actually been there for the longest time and actually been doing it. I think he's just the only thing that you could say has stopped him is his age, but he was amazing. So that was my third on that. And then if it wasn't Busquets, I was gonna say what's his name, Conte, but Conte was too recent. Because I'm the only thing about people that are iconic in the decade, people that they were there, and Conte is like the. Let me see.
Premier League. Premier League. Chooks and even want to put him in there.
Conte, really?
Yeah,
that guy's tapped. But yeah, Conte was like the first black man that was international.
Oh, Touré. Touré was.
Touré's got pretty much Premier League fans. But Conte.
Are you talking about international?
Like international recognition. Conte is the guy that was just been there for us, man. He's holding down the fort for us. So yeah, like. Conte has been good, but it has to go to Busquets, man. Busquets for so pretty much, I'll say for the bench it would be them 3. So Schweinsteiger, Conte, and who was the third person? Was it just them 2 that we talked about?
recently one more spot. Okay, so I don't really want to push Schweinsteiger in there because he fell off like by 2015.
Okay.
So it was only half the time. Yeah. So I think Conte definitely gets a shout as just being one of the most dominant midfielders.
Casemiro?
No, fuck no. Actually,
he's just there. He's just there.
Yeah, just know it, Casemiro.
All right, so I don't know, man. I'm trying to see someone that's, because
I'm not gonna lie, you have to give a shout to Xavi and Iniesta. Like, even though it wasn't too long, they won a World Cup, Champions League. They've won so much in such a short span of time.
Then it's not enough to be for the whole decade. But
when they were, it was just so dominant.
So yeah, Xavi and Iniesta only just because. You could pretty much probably take out Modric for Iniesta, but then Modric.
No. I think the main team. I think we're correct.
But then just guys like getting the honorable mentions.
Damn,
so
how many English players do we have in there?
0. That's the thing. 0. De Gea was there, but he's on the bench, which is something like we really fell off for the first half of the decade. It was Chelsea that won the last, and ever since Chelsea, it's Liverpool now. So this entire decade, the English Premier League fell off, man. In a lot of ways, we had Leicester winning the Champions League, the Premier League. So,
I don't think. You're to say there's no English player.
Suarez was. He played there, but that's not the reason he's there. Yeah, so it's something where they're not there he's there because of what he did in England. Yeah, but it's not the only reason why he's there. So it's something where we have actually fallen off.
So the starters. Let's go over this one more time. So we had Neuer, Marcelo, Piqué, Ramos, Dani Alves, Busquets, Modric, Toni Kroos.
Right.
Then we had Messi, Ronaldo, and then Suarez. Right.